Now, it's a very different landscape from the post-pandemic EV boom. Demand has cooled, prices are under pressure, and Chinese rivals are expanding fast overseas. With big bets on hybrids, new EVs, and AI-driven cars, how is Korea's biggest automaker planning to compete? Well, Roland Lim put this question to Hyundai Motor CEO Jose Munoz at the Bloomberg New Economy Forum.
The changes in regulation have an impact on the evolution of different technologies, but we still believe that the EV technology is going to remain as a very relevant one. But we also think that the evolution, as we've done, adding EREV, which brings you a much longer range, and also hybrids, which for some consumers are a better solution, are the right thing to do. That's why when we launched our new factory in Savannah, Georgia, we decided to increase the investment from originally 300,000 to 500,000 in total, bringing hybrids, plug-in hybrids, and extended range EVs.
Okay, I want to talk about subsidies and the Chinese EV price war. Now that the US tax credit is gone, you've had to bring down your price and absorb that subsidy that was given. At the same time, Chinese EV makers are still feeling the pain. I mean, the biggest BYD is still reporting its latest profits down nearly 30%. XPeng still mired in losses. I guess, do you think we finally reached the limit when it comes to that EV price war? Where do you see it?
Yeah, nobody knows. Nobody knows. The price is a consequence of the supply and the demand. Right? When there is more supply than demand, the prices drop. So one way to go is to increase demand. You increase demand, normally the prices would go up naturally. So I don't know what is going to happen, but what is very clear is that if you continue to drop your prices, and then you drop your prices faster than you reduce your costs, then you're going to get into losses. So you're right that all OEMs, and we in particular, are looking into those elements. So when you have a tariff issue, revenue has nothing to do with the cost. You need to work on the revenue on the one side and on the cost on the other side. So we'll see what happens. We need to remain competitive in each individual market, and particularly in China, we have decided to, as we say, triple down. We are launching 3 new EV products. The first one just last month, the Alexio, to be able to compete with the Chinese domestic manufacturers, right? And then we are planning also to export this vehicle to other markets, for example, Australia and others, right? So we are observing and we are taking actions everywhere, which are different actions depending on the market. But for the most part, we are localizing almost in all markets. We are investing 1.2 million in capacity in the United States, in Korea. We also have in the Middle East and in Northern Africa, etc.